Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our show with a selection of 30 retro photos. Write in the comments the most interesting photo in your opinion. Appreciate our work by subscribing and commenting with your favorite photo. And don't forget, enjoy the show, and we're start.
Jacqueline Prescott, Miss September 1957. St. Paul, Minnesota, circa 1905. Wabasha Street. One dog and one boy, ready for adventures. July 1939. Gordonton, NC Country Store on Dirt Road. Sunday afternoon. Note kerosene pump on the right and the gasoline pump on the left. Rough, unfinished timber posts have been used as supports for porch roof. Negro men sitting on the porch. August 1957. Nantucket, Massachusetts, Jock Gifford's pink Heat Beach buggy. Circa 1910. Post Office Annisquam Station, Gloucester, Massachusetts. Great Falls, Montana. Return after 3 weeks vacation. June 27, 1964. This Kodachrome of a 1960 Chevrolet Parkwood station wagon is from a box of slides found on eBay. Summer 1914. Penn varsity crew team in Poughkeepsie. Detroit circa 1915. Woodward Avenue Whitney Building and Grand Circus Park. July 25, 1901. Cadillac Memorial Parade Detroit Bicentenary Celebration. Floats in Civic Industrial Parade. Looming over the campus marshes, the majestic building and one of the city's celebrated moonlight towers. Nantasket Beach, Massachusetts, circa 1905. General view from Atlantic House Paragon Park and Resorts. Washington, D.C., 1942. Children playing, aiming sticks as guns. Detroit circa 1910. Library Park, Gresham Avenue, Farmer Street. This 8x10 glass plate was originally part of a multi-section panorama whose other parts have been lost, so we'll have to make do with the Dental Depot and its neighbors Rudolph Freidenberg's woolens, and Hiram Goldberg's union-made clothes of class, the class available in increments of $5. Detroit circa 1915. Detroit Creamery Company. At right, the Hotel Tuller, at left, a dealer in Studebaker wagons. May 22, 1911. Buell Stamping Company, Detroit, Michigan office from inside. Last seen here, from across the counter. Office boy, finally off the phone, is now on the filing cabinet, while Miss Shorthand has changed desks to take some dictation. Norma and Sykes English glamour model of the 1950s. Boston circa 1908. Hotel Thorndike, Boylston, and Church Streets. January 1941. Busload of steelworkers going home. Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. January 1941. Main Street in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, on a Saturday afternoon. January 1941. At one of the rolling machines in the Washington Tinplate Company. Washington, Pennsylvania. January 1941. Punch press at the Washington Tinplate Works. Washington, Pennsylvania. May 1940. Cotton Carnival. Memphis, Tennessee. May 1940. Street in Louisville, Kentucky. September 1941. By the Pacific Ocean. Seaside, Oregon. September 1941. Hermiston, Oregon. Crowded halls in high school between classes. September 1941. Hermiston, Oregon. Housing for workmen at the Umatilla Ordnance Depot discloses its temporary nature by the unfinished interior. September 1941. Hermiston, Oregon. When workmen at the Umatilla Ordnance Depot broke a world record by pouring concrete for 24 igloos in 24 hours, the contractor threw a beer party for them. Sophia Loren 1952 during the shooting of the movie Two Nights with Cleopatra, 1953. October 1941. Cowlitz County, Washington. Holdings and operations of the Long Bell Lumber Company. Highway goes under wooden trestle for railroad. October 1941. Lumberjack ready to sink the hook into a log. Long Bell Lumber Company, Cowlitz County, Washington. October 1941. Waterfront of Bay City, Oregon, a fishing town. November 1941. Migrant agricultural worker in his automobile. Wilder, Idaho. November 1941. Lee Wagoner, Black Canyon Project farmer, at home. Canyon County, Idaho. November 1941. Trinkets in migrant agricultural workers' automobile. Wilder, Idaho. This just in from the press room of the Columbus, Georgia, Ledger-Inquirer. Women's International Bowling Congress marks 50th anniversary. January 1942. Woodville, California. FSA Farm Workers Community. Games are played in the recreation room in the community building. February 1942. Porterville, California. Vegetable stand in grocery store. February 1942. Woodville, California. FSA Farm Workers Community. Boys in recreation room. (1918) Federal Truck San Francisco Casket Company. Makers of the box you'll go in. A sobering scene from the depths of the Spanish flu epidemic. October 1958. High school student Bill Kolb of White Plains, New York, teenage driver who works part-time as clerk in neighborhood market. January 1960. Fashion model in front of Guggenheim Museum, New York, wearing hat that resembles the museum, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. May 1955. Los Angeles Policewoman of the Year Frances Sumner questioning suspected drug user. Photographs show Officer Sumner working and training. November 4, 1959. People and Cars, Essex Street and Henry Street, Lower East Side, New York City. February 9, 1963. Boston, Massachusetts. Pedestrians on Washington Street walking by Fillings department store. February 7, 1963. Providence, Rhode Island. Post office employees sitting at central control system overlooking work area. Brenda Lee, Little Miss Dynamite, in 1957 at age 12, in her first Nashville performance. Photo by Elmer Williams. Springfield, Missouri, circa 1959. Sibling vocal trio the Browns Maxine, Bonnie, and Jim Ed with Bill Wimberly's Country Rhythm Boys on Jubilee USA, broadcast nationally on ABC TV. The Jersey Shore, circa 1910. Lifting the Nets Young's $1 Million Pier, Atlantic City. Washington, D.C., circa 1873 to 1916. Unidentified woman with dog. Date based on span of years of Bell collection. Washington, D.C., circa 1905 to 1908. Searite, Will.
The bonus photo.
The irresistible Sophia Loren in a beautiful dress in 1963.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the end of our show. I hope you are impressed. See you again.